right, what's up, guys? Another episode of the Street Fighter Chronicles. We have Storm and James.
What's up? Drizzle Stunts back.
Drizzle Stunts is back. And Steve.
For another episode.
Sit down, Steve. So this episode, we're going to talk about your trip to New York, and then was it New Haven, Connecticut for the East Coastin'?
Yeah.
But so it'll be, well, the first episode will just be New York.
Cool. Yeah. So Storm's never been to New York.
Nope. First time.
What'd you think about going to New York when we said we were going to go?
I was pumped. I was ready to go as soon as you said. I was in.
What's the first thing he wanted to do?
Go to Chinatown?
No.
Oh. What did I want to do?
He texted me and said,
let's see the Statue of Liberty.
Can we see the Statue of Liberty?
Never really got to see it, did you?
I seen it from the Brooklyn Bridge. It was super far away, but I caught a glimpse of Old Glory.
So how would you explain the trip out there?
The trip out there sucked. It was long, flat tire.
And why did... Well, first of all, explain dealing with Tyler.
He's a little slow.
Like, I thought...
Slower than me, and that's hard to do.
And the Tyler we're talking about is Tyler Price, T-Brews on Instagram. Obviously
good
we
dude.
like him. Yeah,
Slow
great
though.
guy.
Yeah, he is a good dude. Shout out to T-Bruce.
Yeah. But, I thought Storm was slow when we first got around him. And then I thought Brian 636 was very difficult to deal with.
Dude, Brian's still slow. I don't know. It's like a tie-up.
Hold on.
Him and Tyler.
Time out. Have you heard his voicemail? Have you ever called him and got his voicemail?
Yeah.
Dude, we should call it right now and listen to it. It's hilarious.
Let's
Have
see-
you,
let's see if
James,
we
have you
can
heard
get
it?
Tyler's?
No. Brian
Brian?
636's
No.
voicemail.
So what's funny is in my phone...
I never want to call Brian.
What's funny in my phone, his number is don't answer.
Poor Tito.
It really is, though. So I'm gonna call it.
Call him. Make
hopefully
sure
he
that-
doesn't answer.
Yeah.
Brian, if you're listening to this, you really got away with my helmet there, buddy.
Oh, that's great. You can hear it. It's perfect.
I hope he doesn't answer.
All right. So
Oh,
God,
Brian.
Can you do me a favor and not answer? I just want to hear your voicemail real quick.
Huh?
I'm gonna call you back and don't answer. I want to hear your voicemail. Thanks. Bye.
We don't really want to talk to you.
he called me 3 times while we were playing phone tag while you guys were gone. He never answered one time.
Here it goes.
Hello?
Don't answer.
Oh my!
Brian, I'm gonna call you back. Please don't answer. I want to hear your voicemail.
Oh, you want to just listen to my voice?
Yes.
And this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is what we're
Okay,
dealing
bye.
with.
This explains Lion Brian. Pure idiot.
Third time.
He's probably going to answer again.
Gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet.
If he answers again.
Hello?
Why say you just hit not answer?
He's not that smart.
He's just watching it ring.
Here it goes.
Hi, you've reached Brian. I don't answer the phone while I am driving. Please leave a message after the tone. God bless.
So now you know he's gonna call back 6 times trying to figure out
for
what
sure.
that's about. So anyway, so I thought Brian was difficult to deal with after going to
Mexico.
Vegas and Mexico and Tijuana with him, and having to drive back just me and him. I thought he was very difficult. And then there's Tyler.
They're about the same in dumbness. Brian's just got a little more enthusiasm with his dumbness.
Yeah. So Tyler just doesn't make sense. So, I drove for however long, and I'm like, all right, Tyler. He's like, I'll drive. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know how to drive. So just try to keep it slow. We got a tire that's been going low. We haven't had a chance to replace it yet. So I'm like, well, the tire's probably going to blow. But if you keep it slow, the heat won't get there, and it'll probably be fine. Me and James just came back from a 3,000-mile trip, and there was no problems. Zero. And so I go to bed. I wake up. We're pulled over on the side of the road. I'm like, what's going on? Tyler goes, we got a flat tire. I'm like, we have a flat tire? I'm like, what the hell? I said, why don't you just go air it up? We have an air hose. He goes, well...
The whole
kinda-
tire exploded off the wheel.
That one,
yeah,
that
it
one
was
that's been
ridiculous.
going low.
Yeah.
Well, that's after he says, what's that noise? And Storm opens the window and goes, oh, it's the wind.
Well, I was dead asleep on the couch.
Definitely
right
wasn't
there,
the
dude.
wind. It was a tire flapping against the trailer.
I didn't hear anything. I closed the window and then was just about to go back to sleep. And then when I noticed we're like pulled over on the side of the road and we get out and look at it and it's just
And
destroyed.
I'm like, Tyler, did I not tell you to watch the tire? Did I not tell you to go slow because we have bad tire? Like, just chill. Man. He was just difficult all weekend.
I mean, God forbid we would fix
Oh,
the.
Oh, and we don't
fix
have we don't have a spare, so that's great.
Yeah, we don't have a spare.
So what do you guys do?
I made Tyler
bought a new tire in the middle of nowhere.
So I'm like, Tyler, you blew
Dude.
I'm like, Tyler, you blew the tire.
I mean, did he like drive somewhere and get the tire?
No,
and
dude,
go
we
back,
called
or-
this like tire company that was down the street, and they came and picked the tire up and then brought it back to their shop and then brought it back to
and they took
us.
Tyler.
God
they
bless them.
Oh,
They
yeah,
took
God
they took
bless.
Tyler with them, and he was like, "Those are the weirdest dudes I've ever met in my life." And they were. I talked to him
So-
for a little bit. Crazy.
So I told Tyler, I'm like, I warned you about this. I said, the tire went flat. You got to fix the tire. This is your fault. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I said, how much the tire cost? He goes, $140. So I'm like, all right, thinking he paid for it. I go to get gas or something, and there's $100 missing out of the gas money. I'm like, oh, so you just go ahead and took it out of there, did you? He goes, well, it ain't my tire. I'm like, well, I said, me and James came from 3,000-mile trip, and nothing was a problem. You drive it for 10 minutes, and the tire blows.
Tire blows. It was looking pretty low before you guys left, though.
I aired it up.
I heard it.
So we're getting into New York, and so we go across this one bridge. Was it 82? $82 to go across.
Oh, yeah, the toll
one-
fee.
Yeah, dude.
the George Washington Bridge.
Yeah, the
82
tolls,
bucks.
The tolls. The one of the years we used to go up there to see 518. It was, I think we spent $220 in tolls going from Albany into New York City.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's crazy.
And
Well,
then-
it's expensive because the RV, the axle's right.
Yeah, but then also, in New York, you can't. There's parkways and expressways, and you can't go on the parkways because like the bridges are as low as like 7.5 feet.
Right.
So it literally take off the whole top. So even on the expressways, like I'm nervous. Like we're going slow. Like is this one going to take the air conditioners off? Like, I'm just waiting for the whole top of the RV just to come off.
Right.
Just
where
not
were we
knowing.
when we went through that one bridge? It was like super sketchy, and we had to cut
Chicago?
traffic off.
No.
No.
So we're going into Connecticut, right? And we're trying to. The way it took us whatever way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we're going to Pocono.
Yeah.
And so we're on some roads and we have to get on the highway, and it's a loop. So now you're going like 5 miles an hour, and it looked like we were going off in a wood trail, like a bike trail. It was so sketchy. Well, the bridge, it's like a half moon, and on the one side it's like 11.2, and in the middle it's like 12.8. Well, the bus is 12.2. So if we're on the side, we couldn't make it. So we had to get in the fast lane. It was only a 2-lane road, and traffic was just blazing.
Crazy.
And we're at a dead stop. So that just sucks.
Damn.
So I had to inch out and literally probably cause 3 accidents. Get all the way to the fast lane, stop traffic completely on the highway so that we can go through the center and then get back over.
Damn.
Yeah, it's sketchy. But anyway, so yeah,
That
getting
is
into New York
sketch.
was I think it was not as bad as the last time we went with me and James.
Yeah, we sat in
It's
traffic for probably
so-
6 hours.
Who are the guys? Were you guys going and you were meeting up with the two guys that you were on the boat with?
Yes, Sonny and Nico.
Sonny and Nico.
Sonny.
Okay,
Sonny's
yeah.
the one you would know.
I knew both of those guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the guy I saw later on in footage that was on the RV, I love that dude. God, what's his name? He's from New York. He's
Sounds like you really love him.
yeah. I can't think of his name right now.
Was he in New York?
Yeah, he was in the RV.
Monday?
It looked like it was during when you guys were in New Haven.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's probably Monday. From
Does his name start
518.
Does his name start with a V?
You talking about Valo?
Yeah,
Valo.
Valo.
Valo's-
That's it.
Valo's
yeah.
from Boston.
Valo's from Boston. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
him.
he's funny.
He's a nut. He cracks me up.
He's funny.
Okay, so you guys made it to New York City, and then what'd you do?
We went out to Long Island, and then that's when we met up with Sonny and Nico, and parked at Nico's house, and then we went and got on Nico's boat.
Nice.
Got wasted.
Yeah, we
love-
got wasted really
got
quick.
super
Yeah,
drunk,
I
dude.
love the video when Steve knocks you off the boat into the.
Yeah.
What was that? The Hudson Bay or something, or what was what?
That was the
Mhm.
Atlantic Ocean, wasn't it?
What was it? The Atlantic? I guess it would be. I didn't know if you were like in
It was the bay.
It was
bay,
sure
yeah.
ocean because that's drink of water.
It was salt water.
When he
but-
jumped in to
Trying to
save
save
me.
Storm.
Yeah, then you guys all you can swim, can you?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah.
okay.
I
Well,
can
you
swim.
jumped in like you're really doing something.
He's a little
debatable.
heavy, so
Well, you just I guess you would sink.
No, good times though.
So yeah, so that was it. And then what we do? We came back. Oh, that's the night we went out to.
First time we went to the city that weekend.
Yeah, That's when we went to Times Square.
after we got done boating, we showered, got in the car, and went to Times Square.
Yeah, that's what we did.
That's what we did.
Well, then
Um,
we met up with Seabear and everybody else at a hotel.
Yep, that's when we met up with. There was like 25 of us stunt riders walking through Times Square.
Did you guys go out? Did you guys go out that night?
Yeah, just in
We had a
Times
little
Square.
spot for
It
a
was
little bit.
Yeah,
it was kind of whack, but
You know what's
super
crazy?
expensive.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about New York City when, especially in that area, it doesn't matter what night it is. If you just walk down some of those streets and there's just bar after bar, and you look in every single one, there's people like just
Yeah, we didn't
tons
find
of
that
people.
area.
Oh, really?
No,
No, we were
Where were you
the
at?
heart of Times Square in
Yeah.
some bar.
where the triangle is.
Yeah, right by Madison Square Gardens, right? Yeah, there's like a Hooters there, and
No,
yeah, there is.
well, I'm telling you, where we were at wasn't that.
It could have been in the vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see it. We were in like
Yeah,
a.
I'm there all the
We were
time.
probably in like a
Oh.
2-block radius.
There was a
and
lot going on, and we were
The only thing I
drunk.
really
you-
remember
you-
was the M&M store was right there. I remember seeing the M&M store.
like the candy M&M.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But no, I don't know.
yeah, like right in that area, there's Madison Square Garden. There's a like huge all the
Yep.
neon signs. There's
I,
a Hooters.
I
there,
can't
like
remember. We drank a lot of beer.
It's like a
yeah, we had about
that-
3 or 4 beer before we even got into the city.
Yeah,
so.
right.
Yeah, this guy-
Well, there's like a 3-story Hooters right there in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah, we missed that.
No, yeah, I missed that.
I don't know. We didn't really know what we were doing.
I had I had an accent, and it just stuck for like the whole time I was on this trip. I could not get rid of it as soon as I got into New York City until I got home.
It sounds like a Boston accent or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
I think it's a mix of all of them.
yeah,
He just likes to say 3 or 4.
3 or 4 beer.
3 or 4. What is it? Is that like
BS.
just a New York?
I don't know.
New York
Steve was
accent?
talking to this dude, and he's like, "I got the 304 in the truck."
I said, what kind of bike you got?
Oh, 304.
I said, what year is
Oh,
that?
304.
We also learned a radiator is a radiator.
Yeah,
Radio.
Sonny calls it the radiator.
It was Monday. They said 0304.
That's awesome.
And they pretty much all say beer.
Yeah,
Beer.
beer.
Yeah, but that almost sounds like a Boston accent,
I
right?
don't know. I think it's just the East Coast.
East
thing.
Coast thing.
Yeah. So that was that. We went out that night. Nothing really special. Excuse me. Did a pizza review, like Barstool.
I like that. Yeah, that pizza review is good.
Yeah, me and TJ. I burnt my mouth.
Was the pizza good? Actually
Yeah, it was
good?
No.
pretty, I thought it was
No, you
decent.
didn't think so?
But
I
we,
was
I
crap.
liked my slice.
They
like
got-
that, but-
reheated slices that were sitting there for who knows how long.
Mine was good.
And they
though.
tossed
I
it
had
in the
like a
oven, and
buffalo
me and
chicken.
TJ got a whole pie.
And
It was
now
fresh
I
made.
ate their whole pie, a piece of that, and I didn't like it. And I thought my reheated slice was better. And then I went to a different pizza place like the next day, and I thought that was even better.
What was the name of the place you reviewed?
John and Tony's.
John and Tony's. It was cool. I mean, it looked exactly like the guy from Barstool Sports. It was awesome.
Oh,
I
El
liked it.
Presidente.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was good.
So that was that. Finally got home, and then the next day, someone wanted to go riding down to
Would that be?
Chinatown.
Well, I wanted to ride too. I wanted
all
to
wanted to
explore.
go.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't want to ride.
Somebody was
Before
scared.
that,
Somebody was scared of the rain the whole time.
I just I had. It's not scared. I had zero interest of being like, hey, I know it's gonna rain,
Right.
and let's just go and ride in the rain for hours.
It must. I know it rained back. So a lot of flights that people were catching out of New York, they canceled because of
Yeah.
that storm or whatever.
Yeah, we were caught right in the middle of it raining.
Really?
Yeah.
That video you posted on Instagram was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was real good. The fast forward, is that going into New York City?
that was coming
leaving.
out. That was us leaving.
Oh, that was leaving.
Yeah.
Did you guys all leave at the same time?
We all left. Okay, so when I was
God,
in
here we
Times,
go.
we met up. We met up with Haas. She came in and met up with us for like 5 minutes. And
Oh,
said hi.
really?
10 minutes. Yeah, she was working out there. But anyway, yeah. So we all leave, and I looked at MapQuest. It said 2 hours and 7 minutes to get back, and I think we made it in just over an hour. It was like an hour and 5 minutes, and then they pulled up like an hour and 35 minutes. They pulled up 30 minutes later, and then we knocked, whatever time off of it said.
You can knock a lot of time off by splitting traffic because you're on bikes.
And what happened? And somebody here wasn't
Yeah.
wanting to split traffic?
Storm pretty much had a heart attack.
We
Really?
got lost on the way down because Storm wouldn't split traffic.
Dude,
No, I was splitting it. I just wasn't splitting it super fast. Well, on the way down, James asked me why I was going so fast. You guys asked me why I was going so slow.
Oh,
So I'm
first
like,
of
well,
all-
what the hell do you guys want me to do?
Adam, check. So what you said earlier about not having footage is right. So I asked this dingleberry to get a picture of me wearing this new helmet. First day I'm wearing it. I'm like,
Right.
okay, cool. I'm gonna do a one-hander and like look at the camera right, to my front left and get a nice picture up close. This dude's 50 feet behind me, straight behind me, on his phone.
Jesus.
No picture. He didn't even take the picture. He's literally back there. I got so fed up. He pulls up next to me. He has his phone in his hand. He's like, all right. I'm like, no, just forget it. I'm over this.
He was too
What was
discombobulated by New York.
I know.
It was too much.
I was just
too much for you.
I just wanted one picture. And
It's
then he
not
tries to
much,
get a
but it's
picture of
honest
James, I
work.
think, later, or Tyler. Or no, he tried to video Tyler. Nothing.
No, I got a video of him. It wasn't super good. I'm just not a good videographer or whatever you call it. It's just not my thing.
How hard is it to take a picture?
Well, when you're in traffic on the highway,
There was no
where
traffic.
You don't even know where
we
you're
were doing
at.
40 miles an hour, no traffic. I was literally holding traffic up. We were fine.
New York is insane, though.
We were on Long Island.
Oh.
Long
I
Island's
thought you were in
New
New
York.
York.
Long Island is in New York, right?
It's in the state, but not.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not like Manhattan.
Yeah, I thought
No.
you were in Manhattan.
No.
When we used
No,
to
we
go
were
up
an hour
there,
away.
we'd go up there with Hollywood stunt sales guys, man.
He'll definitely ask
Jesus.
somebody else next time. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
anyway,
and
you got no
I probably won't
footage.
wait for you again.
So on the way down there, the footage he couldn't get footage, and then I'm like, well, if we're not getting videos or pictures of us riding, like let's get down there. So I start going a little faster, and I look back, and everyone's gone.
hey, we got
I'm
to
just
the,
like,
me,
what is going
me
on?
and James got to the destination quicker though, because they peeled off and they had no clue where they were going.
No, I thought you were right behind me, and you would like, jump in front if we had to turn or something. I look back, and no one's there.
Well, I was following you guys for a while, and I look back, and there's no Storm. So I'm like, well, let me wait and see what he's doing. He took about 10 minutes, caught up.
Did not
Then I'm
take
like,
10 minutes.
Then I'm like, well, where are they at? So I chanced it and followed him, and he got us to where we were going.
Yeah, I eventually figured
Kinda.
it out, met him. So we get into Chinatown.
you guys
and
pulled
we
up
have
like
nowhere.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, whatever. So we get into Chinatown, and we have no idea where we can park. Like, zero idea.
You can't even park your bikes.
We don't know.
Anywhere?
We don't know if you're allowed to park here. You're not allowed to park here. Some of them
They
said,
have like no standing zones or something.
no
You can't.
standing zone, commercial, unloading and loading only. So we really didn't know what to do. So we kind of just winged it
Yeah, we just parked them.
right in the middle of Chinatown, and these people are just staring at us like we're complete idiots. Like the one dude was just blank stare, like, why are you people here?
I mean, we probably did look like a couple idiots.
No, we definitely were.
Couple white boys in the middle of Chinatown.
Yeah, right.
So we were trying to get Storm to eat some weird stuff, but we couldn't really find nothing super weird, and he was.
I did see you went flying and dove into a box of trash.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. James still owes me $20 for that.
Yeah, you'll get
for
that.
the record.
You'll get that in a few months.
That's one thing I noticed when I go to New York. There's this trash. They have to, I guess, they have to put
Everywhere.
their trash everywhere outside the front of their
Yeah.
business. It's everywhere.
And it
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah, it stinks. It's
Yeah, that's nuts.
crazy.
So we went to Chinatown. We finally walked around. I did a review on a donut. I never
Where's-
posted it. I
Yeah,
never
where's the
posted
video?
it.
I never saw it.
Yeah, I just never posted
Not
it.
come out good.
Oh, it was all right.
It's all right.
I don't. It was called a donut. I don't know if I would call it a donut. It was more like a smashed piece of bread with a.
Piece
Pineapple.
of plastic on the bottom.
It was
Piece of
I
pineapple
don't know
and
what
cherry
it
in
was.
it.
It was disgusting though.
The pineapple tart. I don't know. So we did that, and then we found some weird restaurant. And this is the funniest thing ever. So we go in this restaurant. The place is huge. Tables everywhere. Big circle
Like 50
tables
tables.
that hold like 6 people. Some of them are holding 10 and 12. So I'm scared to eat. Like, I don't know what to eat. So I'm just going to get a bowl of rice. And so the guy comes back, and I'm like, do you normally busy? No. I said, oh.
This
I said, huh. Because this is just like, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, do you ever get busy?
No.
No. It just walks away. And we're all like, what?
They didn't even have crab ragoon there. When Steve asked if they had crab ragoon, the dude's like, "What are you
He
talking
didn't even know
about?
what it. He didn't even know what it was.
Say that again.
Crab ragoon?
Crab rangoon.
Crab rangoon? Whatever it is. They
Crab
didn't have
rangoon?
it. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, it was so funny when the dude's like, no, we don't ever get busy. Never.
And then they
With a
ordered the
straight
most
face.
basic stuff. The guy was probably thrown off. because they were serving like ducks with no heads and ducks with heads. Storm got some chicken lo mein.
It was good though.
Hey, I get you.
Him
I
and
get what
Tyler-
you're familiar with.
Him and Tyler got the same thing. James didn't get nothing, and I got a small teacup of rice.
No, you had like 3 freaking small
Yeah, you
teacups
had
of
a
rice.
couple bowls.
Well,
Yeah, I had a
this was
couple.
in Chinatown.
Yeah, smack dab right in the middle.
heart.
Nice.
It was super cool though there.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we rode, and it was still. And then that's when it started raining. Is right when we got in there.
Where'd you guys stay at night? Did you stay at?
In the RV in front of Nico's house on Long Island.
Oh, nice.
It worked out. They were super friendly and
Yeah, they took care of us.
Yeah.
let us shower inside the house and gave us beer.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw lots of beer. Saw lots of.
We drank a lot of beer.
It looked like it.
A lot of beer. I don't know if we drank as many as Steve wasted, throwing them at people
Or
and
sticking his toe
shotgunning
in
them. And
That was the next trip.
we
Yeah,
went
that was the
through
next
some
was
beer.
that was the next trip. So yeah, so that's when we were in Manhattan. We ate at Times Square, and then we took the ride home, and that's when Storm was scared to ride a motorcycle like a man.
Mm-hmm.
What were you freaking out about so much?
I just
the
didn't want to
traffic?
get. There was so much traffic, and I almost got ran over by a Mack truck, which was kind of my fault.
No, that was your fault.
It was kind of my fault because I
What
tried
happened?
to cut in front of him.
He cuts in front of a huge dump truck and cuts like right in front of him. The dude's obviously going, so he
And
didn't have no choice.
He almost
either.
ran me over.
Yeah, he was about an inch from smoking Storm.
So I was kind of shook for a little bit after that. So
Yeah.
And then you got to see this. He got this portrait drawn.
Oh yeah.
I had him. So traditionally, you stand up,
hold on.
you sit faced up to do a portrait, and I made him lay.
Yeah, it looks like he's laying kind of like
I was.
real
Steve just
sexy
walks up and
pose.
grabs all these stools on the ground and just sets them in a row, and I just laid down on them.
And the guy's like, Where am I gonna sit?" So I kneeled down on the ground.
And then dude, sit on your knee.
All right, so if you're just listening to this, I'm looking at a picture of Storm holding character drawing. It looks like you're in Times Square, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And first of all, it doesn't look anything like you. You
No.
don't think so? No, not at all.
Eh.
I mean, look at Storm. And
I'm
Yeah.
a little more handsome.
His head's a little
I
bigger
guess.
in the
Yeah, you're
picture.
better looking. And then, how do you describe that pose, Steve?
Yeah, that kind of looks like Sea Bear. It doesn't look like Storm.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
we
there
got
it
a
is.
time lapse
Oh.
drawing of it.
We gotta put. We'll have to.
You have to put that on there. at
Yeah,
the end.
we'll
Maybe
we'll throw the
we'll end
video in
this.
here. Yeah, we'll end the
this
podcast with this. This is good. What'd you time lapse this with?
on my
GoPro?
phone, and you have no idea how
Your arms had to be.
so tired because it took forever.
Yeah. Everybody was walking by and just staring at us like, what the hell are these people doing? It was funny though.
I mean, I'm sure this guy's a good artist, but that looks nothing like you.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll put that at the end of this podcast.
But that was about our trip to New York.
That was
No,
it.
that-
Nothing else. Like, so you just woke. I guess
It
you
was
guys,
it was low key. It was
how
kind of
many-
just like hanging out. No,
So what day did you get there?
well, we were supposed to get there like Wednesday morning, but after the tire incident and taking a nap, and we didn't pull up till like 7 p.m. on Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
night.
And then
you
we
s-
left Friday morning.
Oh, okay. So you got like a day,
Day and a half.
Day and a
Yeah,
half
it wasn't
there.
much.
Nice.
We were
Cool.
supposed to go riding Thursday night, but it rained, and so that got canceled.
Yeah, the rain really ruined us.
Well,
Yeah, it looked terrible. Cool. Well, I think that's it on our New York. Well, your guys' New York trip, and then
next we'll talk about the East Coast and
yeah. So if you're listening, then look for the next episode or next sound bite, or I guess however you navigate to find the next episode.
the next Chronicle.
Yeah, the next
Check
chronicle.
out the next Chronicle.
And then if you're watching on YouTube, at the end of this, hit next or just look for it. It'll be the next episode. So thanks for listening.
What'd you tell them the first time? You said if you're watching this, just search.
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
I was all discombobulated. I'm like, oh, you're
Well,
well.
we already on YouTube.
Technically, if somebody's just listening to it from iTunes or something, then or Spotify, they're not on YouTube.
Are we on Spotify?
We're about to be. We're gonna be on Spotify, iTunes.
Are we on
and,
Pandora?
I don't think Pandora. I think so. I just created an account where you host the actual files, and then when you go into iTunes and Spotify, you just put a link in it. It'll just start populating the episodes.
Cool.
So that should probably be up and running either tonight or the next day or two. But
Cool.
So yeah, that'll be cool. I just got to create some artwork too. It's like mandatory to have artwork or something. But
Well, enjoy this one, and then the next one we'll talk about the East Coasting trip, and then we'll end this with Storm's time-lapse drawing of...
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah,
That's
check
how
it
it
out.
goes.
Let us in the comments below. Let us know what you think, and let us know if you think it looks like him.
All right, we'll
All right.
see you.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.
Alright, 60th to 1st Avenue, John and some, it's alright. Good.
Hot. You're gonna burn your mouth.
I'm gonna fucking burn this girl. Put my beer down.
Oh yeah.
Hot?
It's gonna be a minute.
It's alright. I don't know, man.
Everyone knows the rules. One bite.
You guys know the deal.
I'm gonna scold my tongue
We got,
like
we
Dave
got the
Portnoy.
Streetfighterz is James.
No flop. No New York flop.
No New York flop. Very disappointed. I'm upset.
Hot as fuck.
I feel like it's an average New York slice.
Not bad.
Average.
Not much flavor.
Average New York slice.
Not much flavor.
You gotta get closer together.
We gotta back up.
I give it a 6.5.
It's up there. You didn't burn my fucking face off. That's a 6.3 because we're drunk. I think it's a solid 6.3. This is a drunken. This is good.
It's usually better when you're drunk.
It is. I didn't like this fucking attitude. Kim. It's all right.
That's a review, Frankie.
This is Stevie. This is fucking Stevie right here.
That's a review, Stevie.
I got